this is just beautiful in terms of marbling. I mean, I got to cut this and trim this down. And what I'm also noticing is that there's not a lot of silver skin. So I don't have to go crazy on the silver skin. I'm just going to trim this fat off and then go from there. But I will say I'm impressed with the Prime brisket at this point in time. The US Prime is pretty good. A lot of fat on it, but I put it in the freezer for about an hour, and that allowed me to kind of do my trimming fairly quickly. So we're going to trim this back piece, and then we're going to get some salt and pepper on it and get ready to roll. All set on the trim. So we didn't go as crazy as the last one on the choice brisket, but on this Prime, we did go to town. So we got about an inch, a quarter of an inch fat here. We got a lot of fat, but not a lot of meat. I mean, this is probably the biggest piece, so I didn't lose a whole lot. But if you look at it from the back side too, trimmed up nice. I didn't have to deal with all this silver skin. But look at the marbling is just incredible. So I'm looking forward to this cook tomorrow. We're gonna get it all salt and peppered up and probably drop it in the cooker at about 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow. This cook, we're gonna put the plan for you to see, but I think we're gonna try to do this one a little bit more low and slow instead of hot and fast. Man, I'm gonna tell you, prime brisket or not, that was a lot of work. So I'm gonna have to take a quick sip here. That was not a quick and easy trim. There's a lot of fat on that brisket. And if you want to do it right, you got to make sure that you trim the brisket down. All right, good morning. So we're getting this fire started. It's about 7:20 in the east. And as you can see over my shoulder, the sun is just coming up. It's barbecue time. Let's make it happen. All right, this bad boy is on and ready to go. So, it's about 10:30, and you see how this brisket goes. In and ready to go. All right, the brisket is looking good. On the last brisket cook I had, and we're at about 3 hours, what I did was, I noticed that because I have the point facing where the heat's coming at, what was happening was a lot of the heat was hitting the point, and the point was at like 190, and the flat was at 166. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to turn the brisket and let the flat get a little bit of heat so that we get even cook or even temps when we get to the 5-hour mark. So we're going to close up the smoker after we rotated the meat and go from there. It's looking good. The cook is on point and on schedule. All right, it is time to wrap this sucker. I don't even know what it's at, but I do know this. It's time to wrap it. This thing looks beautiful. So we just pulled this from the smoker, and we're right at about 170. So it's time to wrap the brisket. So we're gonna get it over here. Move this to the side. We're gonna do what we do best. We're gonna do this the right way. So one over. Do that. Two over. Make sure we get this under here. And the last time we did this, we went too far. So we went 3 over, and what that did was it put the brisket on the wrong side. So I'm going to push this up, cut this under, and there we go. This is our wrap. So our brisket is standing how it would in the smoker, upward, fat cap up, not fat cap down. So we're gonna head to the smoker, and I think we got about 2 hours, 2.5 hours on this, and we're gonna crank the heat up. We've been probably doing this, the heat's probably been about 225, 250. We're gonna go 275 so we can finish this brisket out. This is looking real good. All right, so we're taking the measurement now on that brisket. The flat is at 201.4, and we're gonna go to the point real quick, or the middle, and the middle's at 205. That is a good piece of work. Brisket cook. All right, we're gonna take a slice off of the flat. We took a couple slices already. We're going to take another slice off of the flat real quick. And as you can see, we haven't hit the decal yet. This is a slice off of the flat. First thing we want to do is to see if it passes the middle finger test. And it does. Here's the pull test. Pull, and the juice test, very good. Very good. So, I'm impressed with the juiciness of a prime brisket. I used to get Angus all the time, but after this cook, I think I'll be going to Costco's and camping out and seeing if I can score some more prime brisket. This is incredible. The marbling was incredible, but the taste is incredible. I mean, this tastes like brisket should. When I get to the point, I guess that's when all the fun will start with the juice and all the stuff that you see in a brisket. I'm not going to cut the point right now. I'm going to wait till tomorrow, but we will tape it. But I got to say, this was a 9-hour cook on a 12-pound brisket. I'm going to give it up to the equipment, my Lang 48. It just cuts the time. I mean, if I did this cook, 6-7 months ago on my old smoker, it would have been at least 14, 15 hours. I'm looking at 9 hours and 50 minutes. And I got, there's one thing in life you can't get back, that's time. But, all that being said, this was worth my time smoking this brisket. We got our slices here, again, next day. You can see all that. But when I part this guy right here, you can come closer, Miss Camber woman. You can see the juice. Look at that. There is that's a prime brisket that we did yesterday. We reheated it today. Kept it at about 225 for about an hour. Got the temp up to about 150, and you can just see the juice show. Look at that. Come closer. Look at that. So we're gonna enjoy a nice dinner, and we'll see you on the next episode. Peace. I'm gonna give you a little bit of that.